What's up, people? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Okay, days of our lives. Let me get into this shit. Ben is a rude son of a bitch. Ben really is rude. Like, I get that he can't stand EJ or whatever like that because of Abigail, but seriously, to refuse somebody's service, that's unprofessional. And so EJ confronted Victor about owning the magazine that published the story that Will wrote. And of course Victor tried to play coy or whatever. So anyway, Abigail went to go see Sammy because yesterday she slapped the shit out of Sammy. And this is what pisses me off. She basically trying to blackmail Sammy to get Sammy to back off of her, threatening to call one of the biggest board members at Demira Enterprises. So that way, I guess the board member would get rid of Kate and Sammy as co-CEOs. Let me tell you this. If that were to happen, not only would Abigail have Sammy to deal with, she would have Kate to deal with too. And let's be honest, she could barely handle Sammy. So how the fuck is she going to handle Kate and Sammy at the same motherfucking time? They would ruin her. They would straight up demolish that girl. So she could play badass all she want. Okay, yeah, she pulled out a clever move. I give her props for that. But I'm sick and tired of everybody in that town rallying around Abigail like she did nothing wrong. Like she was seduced or manipulated by EJ. She's a grown woman. She knew exactly what she was doing. She slept with EJ because that's what she wanted to do. And she got pissed because now Sammy turned the tables, put her name in the article, and she sent the link to the article, and she sent the actual article to Chad. So when Chad come back, you already know he's going to have a mouthful to say about it. You already know it. And she was pissed that now Chad know about it. I mean, come on, Chad was going to find out eventually anyway. So she trying to pull her little trump card or whatever and sit there and say that Sammy is miserable. If anybody's miserable, it's Abby. I am so sick and tired of her not taking ownership for what she did. You ruined their relationship. Her and EJ ruined EJ and Sammy's relationship. And you don't want to take ownership for it. And I'm tired of everybody in that town kissing her ass, acting like she did nothing wrong when she did. And it's annoying. So anyway, Marlena was at the Horton Square talking with Brady or whatever. Brady, he could blame Kristen all he want. He trying to sit there and blame Kristen for what happened to John being in a coma. How the hell is that Kristen's fault? Teresa is the one that hit him with the damn pole. I can't stand Brady because you're a grown man and you keep blaming Kristen and everybody else for your problems. That's like the theme of this show. Everybody who does something stupid, they blame other people for their stupidity. You hit a downward spiral because Kristen did what she did with your stepbrother, and you started going back to the drugs and the alcohol. You're supposed to be a strong enough person to resist temptation. You're supposed to be strong enough to resist that, and you weren't. So you made disastrous decisions while you were under the influence, and one of your disastrous decisions was to marry Teresa. That's nobody's fault but yours. John tried to stop you, and you wouldn't listen to John. He was trying to, get his son's mind right. So if anything that happened, it's not really Kristen's fault, it's your fault. You're grown. Take responsibility for your actions. So Kristen was at John's room or whatever, taking pictures of his chart, his medical chart or whatever. And that's when Daniel came in and stopped her. So they went to Daniel's office and they were talking. Daniel always has to be Captain Save-A-Ho. Why do Daniel always get to be the hero and everything? I mean, of course, Kristen is sure she's not going to go to prison. Of course. Because number one, she got Stefano. And Stefano is behind the scenes helping her. And my guess would be her next move is, I think I know the reason she took pictures of that chart. Because maybe she has a doctor who can help John. And if she has a doctor that can help John, maybe Brady will take her back and maybe she'll be exonerated from her charges. Who knows? Maybe that's her plan. Kristen is a delusional bitch though, but I love her. Even though she downright crazy. So anyway, Brady went home or whatever, threw a glass of liquor when Maggie caught him. And him and Maggie were talking. Then they started talking about Abigail or whatever. Meanwhile, Victor, he was, Will. I am so sick of Will. I really am. Will pissing me off. Like, he's blaming Sonny for the article that he wrote. All Sonny didn't do anything wrong. All Sonny did was help you get a job at a magazine. It's not because he didn't think you were a good writer or he had no confidence in your ability. He was doing it to help you out because you're his husband. That's why he did that. He didn't do it because he didn't believe in you. It's because he does believe in you and he wanted to see you succeed. But he never told you to write an article like that. You wrote the article because you had selfish intentions. You threw everybody under the bus for your own selfish gain. Own up to it. You could blame Sonny all you want. It's not Sonny's fault. It's yours. Nobody forced you to write that article. You could have wrote another article. Since you're such a good writer, you could have wrote another article that was just as good. Maybe not as juicy as that one, but you could have wrote something that was just as good. But you chose to write that and threw your family under the bus. It's your fault. And now you want to get pissy at Sonny for helping you get the job. He didn't do anything wrong. So he goes to the park and he meets up with Marlena. Him and Marlena are talking or whatever. Victor comes over to Sonny's place, Sonny and Will's place, to talk to Sonny. Sonny kind of wanted to blame Victor too. But Victor didn't do anything wrong. All Victor did was give him a chance because that's what Sonny wanted. Maybe Victor did urge him to write the story, but he didn't force him. He suggested that he write something like that. But he didn't hold a gun to the boy head. You know what I mean? This is all Will's fault. He could blame whoever he wants. It's your fault. So Victor leaves because he has to go home and break the news to Maggie. And we all know how Maggie is. Maggie, more than likely, she's probably going to be pissed at Victor for allowing Will to write a story like that. You know, being all up on her high horse. So Will came home with an attitude, picked the baby up, talking about he don't want to talk to Sonny. He don't think it's best that they talk for the rest of the night. Seriously, Will? He is so petty. Blaming other people for your fucked up problems that you caused. It's not Sonny's fault, it's your fault. Take ownership. Sonny is too good for him. Truth be told, he's way too good for him. So Victor goes home. Maggie's on the couch sleep. Thank God, because I am done hearing her mouth with her high horse. So Victor has a reprieve for the night. But Brady goes to the hospital to see John or whatever, and Daniel tells him that Kristen was there and that they should get, you know, Brady wants to get security or whatever, or, you know, whatever. So Dan's trying to figure out what Kristen's up to, because of course he always got to be the savior. So Sammy and EJ are talking or whatever, and they, you know, EJ's trying to find common ground with Sammy so that way they could fix their relationship. And you can tell Sammy's still in love with him. She just lashing out of anger, and I don't blame her, but she's still in love with him. So Ben was closing up TBD when Abigail comes in there and kisses him like the little whore that she is. I can't wait for Chad to come back. So Kristen was on the phone, I'm guessing with probably Stefano or somebody, and she sent them the pictures of John's medical chart. So anyway, this episode was good. I enjoyed it. I'll see you all later. Have a great day. Very good episode.